everyone, and welcome back to the Borderline Optimist podcast. My name is Kristen.
And I'm Gabrielle.
And today we have a very special guest.
Hey.
Please welcome actress, model, singer, producer, writer, and my bestie, Hana Soomro.
Wow, that was a lot. Thank you, though.
Yes.
Thank you, though.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm so
Yes.
excited. I've been begging them to come on the podcast. So
Yes.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah, I finally maneuvered my way in. So,
Period.
Hana is another UGA alumni.
yes, go dogs,
Go dogs. We start barking. We just bark.
Yeah.
Anyways, we met in the theater department and we kind of trauma bonded over how
Yes.
crazy the department was and how crazy the people in the department were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Including us. So.
At first, we did our first show together there. Yeah, our first show in general there. And
What was your first show?
It was a
cabaret?
A Y2K themed cabaret.
Yes, what's
Okay.
theme?
Okay.
Yes.
And when was this?
Oh, November.
Oh my gosh, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, 4?
Oh my gosh.
2020.
2021.
Yeah.
We've known each other
4
for 4
years
years,
ago.
4 years.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Oh, time flies.
And
Time
then-
actually flies.
Yeah, we kind of got immediately attached to each other after that.
Yeah. So a lot of y'all, our friends from UGA, definitely know us together. Yeah.
Ew, Hana and Kristen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. What ew?
Ew.
Okay. Okay. And I met Hana just in proximity to Kristen.
Yes.
And it all came together a few weeks ago. Guys, let's get into it. What are we talking about today, Kristen?
Today we are talking about the SCAD Film Festival.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yes, 2025.
2025.
Best trip of my year, and I went to Europe twice.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's tea. That's
Okay,
tea.
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's get into it, guys. The SCAD Savannah Film Festival. What do we want to say about that?
Last year, Gabrielle and I went, and we were only there for a day. And we were like, oh my God, we saw so many celebrities. We didn't know how big the film festival was. And we got the chance to go to this Breaking Big panel with actors and actresses who are just now getting big into the industry. And that's kind of all we did.
Yeah,
But we had such a fun time. We saw the Stranger Things kids. Just
we saw the
period.
kids.
just eating dinner with us, like right beside our table. Heaven no.
With us.
They're eating dinner
Girl, we're not with you.
with us, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, can we get y'all's autographs?" They were asking us for autographs.
Borderline Optimists.
Yeah.
Girl,
Oh my gosh.
you had me so good right there. I was like,
I was like, wait.
Yes.
Anything for you guys? Sure, we can sign an autograph.
Exactly.
It's no problem.
Right.
I was just looking at that video that we edited about us thinking we got recognized at AMC.
That was
I just
You saw that
re-listened to that part because and I didn't hear that the first time we listened to it, and I heard that, and I was like, that's so real.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
But that's so like, as an actor, you have to be so delusional. I feel like, I mean, just in this industry, like every time somebody comes up to me, I'm like, they're gonna.
Oh no,
They
you
recognize
know
me.
It's something,
Oh, no,
or they're about to discover me, like on the street. Like, girl, what?
They go, hey, excuse me. We turn around like,
Yes, like we did to the guy. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, the SCAD Savannah Film Festival is a festival that the university hosts in Savannah, Georgia. And what's really cool about this festival is it's very accessible to the public. You don't have to be a SCAD student. You don't have to necessarily be a filmmaker to go. They have passes for students, but you can also just buy movie tickets like you would a regular movie. So that's kind of what we did. And it actually ended up being a great time when we actually got to see a lot of different things.
Yes. After our trip last year, we were like, oh, we got to go again.
We have to go all in for this.
And then Hana texted me and she was like, we have to go to the SCAD Film Festival. I said, okay, so all three of us.
Yeah.
It's a date. Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
So we booked the hotel. She booked the hotel. I booked the hotel.
Yeah.
That's kind of all we booked.
Yeah.
We had the two tickets, didn't we?
We booked the tickets. We planned the dates.
Yeah.
Yes.
We get to the festival. What day is it? Wednesday. Now.
You know, I almost
Now.
said Thursday.
Wednesday. Now.
Wednesday.
Our first ticket was a screening of Him. Mind you, Kristen and I had already seen it. Okay.
We've seen it. Yeah.
What was the incentive to go to the screening again, Kristen?
So the incentive was Mr. Tyreek Withers.
In person.
Yeah, let's give him a
Atlanta born.
Let's give him-
Not Atlanta born, but like His career was born in Atlanta.
He was born in Atlanta.
Born in Atlanta.
I think
He
we
used
also
to be with my agency. I'm taking credit for his career.
And I think we all saw.
I don't know why I said that.
I think we all saw his Atlanta episode. So yeah,
We did not.
I did not either. But you know what?
So
But we will.
I've seen clips on TikTok.
Season 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the first thing I actually saw him in was him
Yeah.
at the film festival.
First thing
I
I saw
haven't
him in
seen him in
was-
anything. I know he's been in like a lot of stuff that was filmed here, but sorry,
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
he's definitely
Tariq.
up and coming. Up and coming.
Yeah, which is why
he
he
was
was on the Breaking Big panel.
on
We'll
the
get
Breaking
to
Big
that.
panel.
We'll
we'll
get
get
to
into that.
that. First thing I saw him in was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We come to
Yes.
this place for magic. Yeah. Whatever.
Anyways.
Okay.
So we get to the hymn screening. Mind you, Savannah is a 4-hour drive from Atlanta. So we get in the car early in the morning, 4-hour drive to Savannah, 2:45 p.m. I'm spitting, 2:45 p.m. screening to him. That's the first thing. We drop our bags down.
At the wrong
Immediately
hotel.
go see Tyreek. No,
At the wrong hotel, don't mind you.
Okay. So, you know when you go to check in at the Holiday Inn, but you accidentally booked it at the Holiday Inn Express, and the front desk lady says,
We don't have you.
we don't have
Now, let me tell y'all, we got to the hotel. We unloaded all the bags. Me and Kristen were like loading up this cart. We're like thinking we're eating down. We're like, yeah.
The way we stacked it like Tetris, it was so classy.
And the
Classy.
and the
Classy.
valet guy was like, it's $50 a day. And we were like, yeah, okay, sure.
Mind
We
you,
got that.
we almost sent this valet man off with our car and paid him.
Yes.
Yes.
Which thank God he did not leave because we drive it in the little cart and the lady looks us up and she goes, oh, are you
So
at the
no.
Express? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Anyways, we had to reload and unload again. So
Mind you, that morning I had been coming down with a cold. So I was sick during this entire
Yes, she was
time.
down bad.
Oh, I'm still blowing my nose. Oh, it's still in there. But yes, I was sick during this whole thing. Navigating that. We pack it all back up in the car and we go down the street to the Express. Now, I say we were actually fortunate because the Express was right in the middle of town.
The Express was better.
2 minutes from the theaters.
Yeah.
Like that was I couldn't have found a better hotel.
Also, like
Yeah, pat yourself on the back.
the
for that.
lobby of the Express was better. It was like
Yeah.
bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
and the parking was cheaper.
We don't need Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So guys, tap into the Holiday Inn Expresses. Anyways, so
We capitalized on that breakfast, that free breakfast.
that free breakfast.
we were
there.
there. Then broke. We were in the, yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Broke actor, starving actor.
Yeah.
You know what's been my dream? You know what is my dream to be an extra, but it is also my dream to go to a free hotel breakfast when I'm not staying there.
And eat and then leave.
Eating the breakfast and leave.
She did tell us
Because
this. I
it
like
is
that.
just in the lobby and they don't check like what's your
No.
room number, where's your card. They just let you
Should
walk
we go
in.
do it?
Like right now.
And it's a free
There's
breakfast.
no breakfast.
It's-
Should we do
at
it
that point-
tomorrow?
Yes, at that point it's open to the public. So it is my dream to go do that. I haven't done that once.
Let's do it at like a really nice hotel.
What did I say a few
Yes.
episodes back? Steal. Steal. Yeah.
Wait, so if your dream was to be an extra and you've now done that, so what's your dream now?
To go to the free hotel breakfast.
Okay.
That's
We
my
find
next
new
dream.
dreams. We find
new dreams.
Always dreaming something up. Dreaming it up.
dreaming
Right.
Dreaming it up.
Dreaming it up.
Dreaming it
Yes.
up. Okay, period. Anyways,
No.
let's get back on track.
So yeah.
So okay, we go to the hymn screening.
Yes, we go to the hymn
which
screening.
I hadn't seen.
Gabrielle and I already saw him, and let me tell I think it was much better the second time.
100%. It got better the second time.
Yeah, I mean, I had heard not the best things, and I was like, wait, this was pretty, like, it was fine. I didn't think it was anything necessarily bad, but
Yeah.
also the plot was a little underwhelming.
So we lost the plot at some point, but that's okay.
So I think with this movie is they really marketed it to be a Jordan Peele movie, but in fact he only produced it.
Yeah.
He really wasn't involved in the creative process, at least from what we know. So I think people's expectations were a little
High. We were
Yeah.
expecting it to
That
be like the next Get Out.
Get Out.
you know?
right,
Yeah.
right.
So another reason why the second time was so much better watching him is because after it was the Q&A with lead actor Tyreek Withers, cinematographer Kira Kelly, and the editor Taylor Joy Mason.
Yeah.
And honestly, Q&As, of course, it gives you more insight on the film and a greater appreciation because of how much hard work was put into it.
100%.
And then you understand like why these choices were made, and you appreciate the style more and all the choices. So
yeah, and as I've been telling everybody, I feel like the strong suits of the movie was the cinematography and the editing. So it was really cool to see both of them there and hear what they have to say, because nobody is thinking about like what's the face behind that, and that's such an important role. So to hear from them
And
was
both female.
Black women,
Both Black women.
Black women.
Yes.
cinematographer and
Period.
editor.
Yeah.
What? One thing I leaned over to, because I know Gabrielle like loves cinematography.
Yes.
So I leaned over to her in the while watching it during the screening. I was like, there's a lot of symmetry used in here. And then the cinematographer Kira Kelly came back and like explained the usage of symmetry and how that like wanted to tell the story in that. And then also the editor was saying how interesting the choices to like jump scenes and how that tells a story as well. And I feel like editing is such an invisible job.
It's an invisible job, and I think this film did a really interesting job with the way that it was edited. And
Yeah.
I think that made the movie cool. Another thing about the DP is I had just gotten a copy of The American Cinematographer, which, if you don't know, is like a issued magazine about cinematography, and they had a whole section on him, and I had just read and found out that the DP was a woman. I was like, this is so cool. And then weeks later, I'm in the same room as her, hearing her talk about him. So I was like, this is so full circle. Yeah. So yes, here is the copy of American Cinematographer. As you can see, Tyreek is on the front, and I was just reading about this, and I'm like, wow, it's a woman cinematographer. And for those of you who don't know,
that's not very common.
the DPs out there all say if you want to become a cinematographer, you need to be reading the American Cinematographer. So like, we have a little section on him.
No, I definitely, I think that there's something to appreciate about the cinematography. And I find that in a lot of movies these days, like even if it wasn't a great movie, overall, you can look at these certain things and you're like, wow, like this is like stunning visually.
That was such a great introduction to the film festival.
Yes.
After that,
It was a great way to start off. After that,
And wait, that was the only thing we had tickets for. And so after that, we were kind of just like, okay, what's going to be next? We don't really know.
everyone was kind of like crowded outside of the outside of the door, and we were like, "What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys?" And then they're like,
We
"Well,
just
we're not
stood
time
there.
to come out."
Yeah, we just stood there like, and then we're like, oh, this is where
Oh,
Tyreek's
he's right
leaving.
there. Oh,
He's
so then
behind me, isn't
I have my camera in his face, and then he goes, "Everybody say Duval."
bye.
Bye.
Can we kind of clock something though? You know what I'm going to clock, right?
What are you gonna call?
When Tyreek was going to his van,
Hello.
we kind of clocked that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Why is security paving or clearing the path for Tyreek to safely get into the van amidst the fans?
Yeah.
But when the DP and editor come out, they
were
no
kind of
longer, they were being swarmed, and the security looked away and turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
Mind you, they were all just on the panel together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And getting into the same van, mind you.
Right.
So, like,
Justice for them, for real.
and these are women too. So like,
Justice for women.
True.
Yeah.
True. Like a 6'4" man, and you're pushing people out the way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just in general, these things make you realize how much praise the actors get versus everybody else in the film. And it's like all these people were here on set every single day, longer than the actors, if you will, like crew setting up before and like after. And it's 100%. Just, you do not get half the praise.
And also before Tyreek answered like the first question about his acting process and like how he just took on this film, he gave praise to the cinematographer and the editor.
Yeah.
So for that.
Yes. He was like really good about doing that and also asking them questions and being like, oh, I was actually wondering about this and that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, I feel like besides being an actor, I think Tyreek is also just like a film lover and just really appreciates the craft and the people that worked with him to make it happen. So that was cool. Yeah.
Yes.
So we finished up with that Q&A and the red carpet's happening.
Well, after the Q&A, we went to jalapenos.
Yes. Jalapenos in Savannah.
Shout out to jalapenos in Savannah.
Shout out.
One of the best quesadillas I've ever had. I'm a quesadilla lover. I love quesadillas.
Shout
That
out.
was
Period.
Salsa was a 10.
Salsa was
Yeah,
a 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
It was clearing my sinuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really helping. So thank you, jalapeno.
Thank you, jalapeno.
Yes, we had to fuel up for what was
Fuel
to come
up,
that night.
For what was to come. So yeah, after jalapenos, we went to the red carpet.
Yes. And that's also another very like public accessible area.
Yeah.
You can literally be walking the streets of Savannah and walk up to the red carpet. And for us, like, I don't know, we're just fans of celebrities and actors.
We're fangirls at heart.
Yeah,
Fangirls at
so
heart.
I had my camera out there. I was taking those photos.
Yes.
I still haven't edited those, but they'll be up on the portfolio. Guys, take a look.
It's also so interesting
yeah.
to see how like those red carpets work. Like you
Yes.
get here, you interview with one team, then you move right here.
It's like a step and repeat, like
Yeah.
boom,
Yes.
boom, boom. Yeah.
Like Tyreek was on that red carpet for like an hour, just
Yeah.
talking his head off.
Tyreek, like it was Mark Hamill and Brendan Fraser taking photos behind him. He did not turn once. He
Yeah.
locked into those
He was locking
reporters.
in.
Yeah.
Good
He meant
PR.
business for
That's
real.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was there for business. Yes.
But that being
Right.
said, like we did get to see Brendan Fraser and Mark
Yes.
Hamill
Walk
on
the
the
red
carpet.
carpet.
where
Yeah.
else are you going to see that
No.
Yeah.
for free 99?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that part's completely free.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Anybody else that
And it's not
were-
even like
yeah.
a red carpet that's like so far away you're like squinting. It was like
No,
right
you were
there.
right in front of
on the
us.
barricade.
It was
Yeah.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think this is the most I've been like I was in the room, you know, with these
In that
people.
room where it happened. Yeah.
Yes.
In the room where it happened.
In that room where it happened.
So we get excited and we're like, well, what if we just wait in the standby line for Rental Family?
Yes,
Is it Rental
the new
Family?
Brendan Fraser
Yes.
movie.
The new Brendan Fraser movie.
Yes.
Yes.
So another thing that Savannah does is after the passes and the ticketed people go in to find their seats, there's a standby line for those who don't have tickets to fill the empty seats. And if you get lucky, you do get to go in. And we got to go in for Rental Family.
We did.
That movie was so incredible. You guys were falling asleep. Do you want to tell that story?
You guys.
Oh,
Who's
Kristen,
you guys?
sorry,
I don't fall asleep
Kristen.
in anything. I don't fall asleep in movies.
I don't fall asleep in movies either, but I was so tired.
I definitely saw you fall asleep in multiple movies.
We're getting to that. We're getting to that. I have
just day one.
I have never fallen asleep in a movie until this film festival. Guys, I was so mad at myself
No.
because I knew Rental Family was so good. Like it was
so good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to see it. But like the second we got like to the seat, I was like, and then I was just like, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep.
We had a very long day.
We had a very long day.
We did. It was a travel day.
But I feel
It's okay. It's okay. She's trying to like validate. No, it's
I
fine.
fell
It's
asleep
fine.
in the middle of it, and then I woke up, and then I missed like a good chunk of it. And then I was like,
Yeah.
what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll
loved
fill you in
it.
on what you missed, Kristen.
I'll just watch it again.
The movie was amazing. Guys, go see Rental Family.
It was my favorite that we saw. But
And Brendan Fraser is just such an all-around great actor. He was there also to accept an award that was kind of just celebrating his career. And like very much rightfully so.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
There was a Q&A after with Brendan Fraser, director,
director.
Hikari,
and composer.
Alex Summers.
What an incredible team. And I will say the SCAD Film Festival did a great job at bringing people in the Q&A who worked on the best parts of the movie, okay?
Yeah.
The film composer, I remember there were such simple scores in this movie that were so effective. And as someone who's interested in something like that, I was really taking note from that.
Yeah.
And to hear from him and the ways that he put together this score, like, do you guys remember any of those details? It was really like cool niche things.
I mean, it was interesting to me because I didn't really know if the composer composes music before the film from the script or like after. And he was like, definitely it was after the fact. And, you know, they would get like the scene and they'd see it. And then suddenly it's just like, you know, that just like comes to life for them. And they're like, oh, let me like, whatever. And they'd also have like the themes for the characters, which I know they do in musicals. I didn't know in movies that much, you know, where it's like this character is going to have this one playing kind of throughout every time they enter in different parts of the film,
That's
which
like
was
the
cool.
best way to do film scores, have a theme for the characters. Yeah.
Something that I've also found just so interesting and so cool is that he said the director Hikari really loved to sing.
Yeah.
They found a way to incorporate her
Yeah.
Yeah.
into the score.
Yeah.
And the director was saying that she requested just like a a rough score from the composer, and he sent something right away, and she was like, no notes.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah. He just has it like that.
No notes.
He won't say it, but he does. And I love that. Also to hear from the director about her reasoning behind creating this movie, because she was, I believe, involved in the writing and producing maybe of this film. Just the fact that she took a lot of inspiration from living in Japan and just what she saw over there.
I mean, it was based off like a real true thing that does happen, which it's kind of like, what? Like for us culturally, we're like, wow, this is so crazy to see. And I also just loved how like passionate she was about everything.
Yeah.
And she was so involved with like casting Brendan and, you know, like having that one-on-one time with him to be like, okay, is this who is fulfilling my vision of what I want, you know? Yeah.
Yes. And Brendan Fraser was just all around hilarious in this Q&A.
Yeah, he was so quirky. I was so surprised because like his roles are very like, I don't know, just like
Serious.
Yeah, like serious. I was so shocked, y'all. I was like, what is he doing? He was funny.
What is he doing?
What's he doing?
Just like, what is going on?
One thing I like is that they called the film a love letter to loneliness.
Yes.
Oof.
The parts that I did see hit me so deep in the feels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the scene with the old man
Yes.
digging up the photos.
Yes. Okay, yes. Yes.
That kind of killed me. Do you remember that?
Yes. And then the time capsule. The time capsule.
The time
She was
Let
asleep.
me fill you in. So I'm sorry, Brendan Fraser is a rental friend or something to this older man.
Yes. He took him to his old village.
Oh, he was a rental friend for him?
I forget his role exactly.
I thought it just happened to me.
No.
But one day
he was a rental friend.
like, I do want to go and like I think the word was like jailbreak or escape or something.
Yeah.
He
He woke him up from his bed. He was like, jailbreak.
One day, like I just
I
want
did see that.
I
I think I woke up to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
like,
you saw this
I
then.
want to get
I
out
didn't
of my
understand
town.
what was going on though.
Oh, he was like, I want to get out of my town, and he took Brendan Fraser's character to this like mountainside.
This is hometown.
Hometown.
Yeah.
Where he buried photos of his first love that died. And he took out the photos and looked at them and kind of told Brendan Fraser what that was about. And he's like, I still remember everything. And it was so sad. And then that character dies. Spoiler. That character dies.
Should we be spoiling these movies?
This movie is so good. Yeah. Spoiling it like you weren't in the theater, girl.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah. He got like a phone call one day at
I didn't know the synopsis.
You didn't know the synopsis?
I didn't know the synopsis.
Okay.
I didn't know
Of
the
what? The
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Honestly, all of these movies, I went in not knowing what they were going to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I feel like is the best way to go into a movie, honestly.
100%.
Is not knowing what it's about, kind of just like no expectations. When you go in with expectations, it's always ruined.
Yeah.
True.
You know?
That is another great thing about film festivals, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Just going in blind.
Name of the game.
Because we didn't know we were going to get into that. So we're just
We didn't
like,
even know.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an amazing experience. Highly recommend watching that
Yes.
movie. And if you get
I-
a chance to see Brendan Fraser in person,
Talk to
go
him.
for it.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
He seems so chill. Those are my favorite type of movies, is like very like just like kind of slow plot, but very thought provoking and like what is life type movies.
it's almost like a slice of life movie.
Slice of life.
I love those movies
Yes,
too.
Those
You
are my
get it.
favorite. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. That's why I kind of liked A Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
Wait, are we going to wake that up? Kristen and I have not watched that yet. In fact, we intentionally
I get why people didn't like it.
I saw on TikTok people were leaving the theater.
No, we
It was
intentionally skipped
slow.
it.
It was slow, but it has something in there that makes you think, wow,
Okay.
that's profound.
Sketch.
Sketch.
That's what sketch
similar
is
vibe.
to me.
That's
Yeah,
what sketch
That's what
is.
sketch is
Yeah.
to me. Yes.
Yeah, okay. You get it.
I get it.
So we go home.
We ended on a high.
Ended on a high. Cut to day 2.
Day 2.
What do we have
ate that
first on the
breakfast
bill?
down.
Ate that breakfast down.
Ate that breakfast.
Yes.
What do we have first on the bill? The Breaking Big, Entertainment Weekly's Breaking Big.
Well, at the breakfast,
panel.
you locked in our day 3 stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
At the day 2 breakfast, I locked in the day 3 plans.
Yeah, which we didn't have. We were
Which we
kind of like,
didn't
what are we
have.
doing?
They had been releasing tickets after the fact, just kind of out of the blue. So if you were refreshing that ticket office, you could get tickets. And we did.
Yeah.
We did.
But we'll get into
The
day
best
3
ones,
after day
low-key.
2. Day 2, our first thing on the bill was the Breaking Big panel. Now, this panel is for 5 actors to come and talk about their experiences in the industry. And the one thing that they have all in common is that they've worked with big names.
Yeah.
That's the panel that we had seen last year. And this year, of course, we had to stop by again. Well, first I had mentioned to Kristen weeks before that Tyreek Withers was going to be on the panel. I called her and I was like, Kristen!
Yeah.
Yeah. We had to go. We had to go.
News.
I think I was on the treadmill when you called that. I think I had to stop.
I was in the bath.
Whoa.
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 Mind you, we've already seen Tyreek
Right.
like 3 times. He's probably thinking, who are these girls following me around?
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So we go to the panel. Do you want to read off the names of the actors?
Didn't put
You
them
didn't have
down.
them. I'm gonna read them off. Julia Butters from Freakier Friday, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Tati Gabrielle, The Last of Us.
Tati Gabrielle with a T.
The 100.
Yes.
You. Tonatia.
The guy from
so
the J-Lo.
sorry if we are mispronouncing this. From The Kiss of the Spider Woman, Carry On, and Vita. Grace Van Patten from The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox and Tell Me Lies. And Tyreek Withers from him, I Know What You Did Last Summer in Atlanta.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah. This panel was great. I always enjoy this panel every year. Like we go every year.
I have notes from this panel.
Take notes, yes.
Go
Okay.
ahead. As actors, please share your thoughts.
Okay. Okay, let me get out my notes.
I wasn't taking notes because I don't know why, but in the moment, I'm like, oh, I'll remember this.
Never
Right.
that.
Remember
Never
anything.
that.
Never. One thing that stood out to me was that Tonatia, I hope we're pronouncing that correctly, brought up the fact that before getting his first lead in a film, which was in this new Kiss of the Spider Woman, he had like over 1,000 something auditions. And he was just like emphasizing how rejection, you just have to get used to it and you can't take it personally. Cause he's like, I literally, like, I'm here today and I've had 1,000 plus auditions to get to this role that finally got me, you know, on this panel, whatever. And the bigger thing to me was that I had no idea who he was. And I'm like, so you can have this many auditions, you finally get to the point where you're in a big name movie and there's still gonna be people who don't know who you are. And there's still gonna be people you have to prove yourself to. But it's not about, you know, like you're never going to prove yourself. Just do the work, show up and keep trying, you know?
Yeah.
Getting into a movie where you have like a household name role is very few and far between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the work that you have to put in just to even get a role, period.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine 1,000 auditions. I could not imagine
Yeah.
that. No.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, that's so real. And it's like, we have like, what, in a week we'll have 3-4 auditions. And, you know, per month it's like, okay, now I've had 10 auditions this month and I didn't book anything. Like,
Never hear back.
that's 10. We're going to have to do that times 100
Yeah.
until we
Wow.
get, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you put it in perspective,
I
it's
think
like,
he also said that he's only had like 4 big projects
yeah.
out of the thousands of auditions that he's done.
Right.
He's just now breaking in,
yeah.
which is so crazy. There's so much work that goes into it, and people will call you like an overnight success. Oh,
It's not. I mean, some people, they are lucky and they just book that first thing.
yeah.
Which is what a lot of them were talking about. But most of the time, it's like a lot of work behind the scenes and a lot of nothing before you get to something.
And then something Julia Butters said, like how many self-tapes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so it doesn't get better. I'm not gonna
yes.
I'm not gonna wake up and like
Yeah.
And
like
she's
self-taping
also a
one day.
Nepo baby, if I'm not wrong.
Sort of.
A sort of Nepo
Sort
baby.
of.
And she had connections. So even then, it's like some of those people still have to work.
Yeah.
Still got to put in that work. The work we don't get paid for,
The
which
work
is
we don't get paid for.
tea. Yeah. Ooh, Tati Gabrielle said that she navigates a lot of her characters in like a spiritual fashion, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah.
I've been thinking
And-
about that a
Yes.
lot. I'm
And
like,
she said specifically this, which I quoted because I was like, I love this. I'm a very
serves as
spiritual
like a
person.
vessel.
Yes. She said, I treat all of my characters as if they are real souls in the ether and I'm just giving them a vessel. And I was like, ooh, I love that because it's like treating it not like a caricature, but it's like, this is somebody and I'm just trying to capture their essence.
Yeah.
Literally, somebody said that later.
them
They were
speak
like,
through you.
yeah, don't be a caricature, but capture an essence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just love the way that they spoke about acting.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm just like, these people are just famous. They don't really like care about the craft anymore for real. They've made it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, these are
These
artists.
people care about the craft.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, sometimes like, oh, they're just in the Hollywood business now. They're
Yes.
business oriented. No, there are still artists out there. You know what I mean? And they're right in front of us.
Now, let's also talk about the social media conversation in that panel.
love that.
Because ultimately, what these actors were trying to get at was that they are normal people just like us, and it is not all the glitz and glam. They are selling glitz and glam. They are not glitz and glam.
Yes.
It came down to even like them talking about the outfits that they were wearing on that panel. Tyreek was like, I'm returning this shirt when I go home. It's all a facade. And ultimately it's promotion for whatever they are marketing. But with social media, especially when they were asked, how do you guys feel about Hollywood wanting a certain amount of followers for the actors that they are casting? They all kind of just groaned.
Yeah.
And they all essentially were trying to get at the fact that they hate social media. They don't want to have to use social media. I think it was Tati that said, like,
she doesn't really use it.
Yeah, and she said like her team gets so mad at her because she doesn't want to use social media.
Yeah. And I think it was her that said if she doesn't book a role because she doesn't have enough followers, that role wasn't for her. And I think we should start advocating for that for real.
And that's where like the mindset of like what I was just talking about, oh, you just want to be in the movie, you don't care about the art. I think like or
you just want to be famous. There's a lot of people, especially actors, who just want to be famous. And at the same time, I'm like, just go make a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, because they're not really about the craft.
Yeah.
And we're so big on like the craft and studying and keep on studying and being in class and, you know, really diving into like character work and stuff. And I just, sometimes it's frustrating as an actor.
Yeah. Like the oversaturation of like social media influencers in these big Hollywood movies.
And when they get a role just because they have followers,
Yeah,
it's like, okay, so all these thousands of auditions are just like a waste because they're just going to give it to someone who has followers or
and
whatever.
that's what skewed my mindset about like, oh, you don't care about the artistry for real. So that's why it was so refreshing seeing these 5 actors talk so well about acting and talk about how they cherish their characters and take care of them and serve as a vessel for the characters to speak through. I'm like, artistry is back.
Artistry is back.
Artistry is
It
back.
never
Hollywood
left.
wanted to make you think it was gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like people are getting tired of it, like of the social
Of seeing
media,
the same faces also.
Yeah.
and also bad quality things that are coming out now because of bad acting or bad writing, because it's people who don't care about it. You know,
Suffering.
yeah, art is suffering, but it's coming back.
Suffering. Y'all, we're going up.
We're going up.
We're going up.
We're going up. One thing that they all kind of talked about was having a full life outside of acting.
Yes.
I feel like that was so important because sometimes it just feels like you should be doing like acting stuff all the time or you're not basically like gonna get anywhere. And I feel like after graduation and stuff, it's like so important to find that balance when you don't have school anymore. It's
And
like
that goes for everything, not just acting.
Yeah. For every part of the industry and just industries in general.
I feel like you can't be a good actor unless you get out there and live your life. Because ultimately, your job as an actor, Tyreek even said this, as an actor, your job is to not act. Like your job is to just let these experiences guide you through the scene. You know what I mean?
That also
So if
is
you don't
like
have
with writing. It's like, how can you write if you haven't lived enough life yet?
Exactly. Exactly. And we're going to get to that. We're so excited to get to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Well, we got ramen.
We got ramen.
What was the place called?
It was cold, y'all. It was cold.
Your ramen was cold?
No, the Savannah was cold.
So the weather.
The weather was cold.
The weather was
The
cold.
ramen was kind of cold too. I can't lie.
I enjoyed my ramen. So
It
then
was still good.
And to add on to that, me being sick, that was exactly what I needed. Yeah, I love ramen.
I love
I
ramen.
spilled ramen on myself. So then we went and got sweatshirts. We got swindled out of money getting sweatshirts.
Oh.
But then after sweatshirt, then we went to Wet Willie's.
Wet Willie.
We got our favorite daiquiris. Shout out Wet Willie's. Shout out the worker. Ooh, shout out the worker at Wet Willie's. I didn't get your name, and I also don't want to dox you for real, but you know who you are. And
Wet Willie's always has the best employees.
Yes.
They're always so nice.
vibes,
So
high.
Yeah.
Vibes are high.
Yeah. If you want a good conversation, just go to Willie.
Yeah, vibes
Wet
are high.
Willie's.
This is not just a SCAD review, but it's also a Savannah
review.
appreciation review.
Yeah, appreciation. Yeah. I feel like it would be so fun to be a student there for real.
Yes, it'd be
Yeah.
really fun.
The whole time I was walking around, I was like, I went to the wrong college.
And I told her now because we wouldn't have met
No,
her.
because I wouldn't be here with you guys. So
Yeah, what would
It
you be
was all
doing?
meant to be.
it was all meant to be.
Exactly.
Yes.
Menti B.
Meant to
Menti
be.
B.
Mental breakdowns.
Y'all, Tyreek called a mental breakdown a MenTV, and we thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
utilized it yet outside of here, but I need to.
Yeah.
Let's bring it
I'm going to
back.
start implementing that
Let's
into
run it
my day-to-day
back.
conversations.
Had you guys heard Minty B before?
No.
I have.
Because mind you, that was very like
don't
3
think he
years
invented
ago.
it.
Really?
That was very 3 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, it was a thing. Was
Yeah.
it in like a movie or something? Is why it became a thing?
At first I thought he said Maddie B.
Bye.
Maddie B. I met him.
He went to
Anyways.
like my rival high school.
Maddie B.
Maddie
too?
B.
Oh, he dated a girl from my rival high
You know,
school.
I met him in Atlanta at the bar like a couple weekends ago.
What?
When this guy I was talking to, he goes, have you ever heard of Maddie B? I was like, yeah, so
Yeah.
random.
You know
He
Maddie
goes,
B?
he's right over there. He's in my friend group. You want to meet him? I said, yes.
He used
That was
to
my kid.
live near me, and he would do music videos at like the Swanee Town Center.
No way.
Yeah, no, he's so locked into this like
so ATL.
suburban Georgia, Atlanta. Yeah.
He was
Anyways,
so short. I was bending down.
Bye.
oh.
Maddie B.
Anyways,
Anyway.
can we also clock that we're like all tall?
Yes, we're all really
Yeah.
tall.
Us walking down Savannah.
5'10" club.
Walking
5'10"
down
club.
in Savannah, yes.
Yeah.
That's what the Wet Willie's girl said. You guys are so tall.
Oh, the Wet Willie's girl
yeah.
was tall too.
Yeah.
She must never have tall friends. I'm like, girl, come.
It's like, girl,
Become
come
to
hang
the-
out
with us. When do you get off? When do you
Yeah.
get off?
Come to the
Yeah.
movie with
What
us.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that being said, we do go over to the red carpet for the evening. Who's on the red carpet that evening? Well,
No.
No, girl.
well,
No.
what we
What about
wanted to do.
Urchin? What about Urchin?
So after
I'm sorry, I
Stop talking.
I
Stop
wanted to skip it so bad.
No.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
after the daiquiris, my vibes are high. I'm like, oh, I'm so pumped for the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Let's go see Urchin.
First of all, it was really far away. I'm not gonna lie.
No, so we wanted to see Urchin, or I did in particular. I heard I had played a can, and it was
Harris Dickinson.
Harris Dickinson's
Directorial.
directorial debut. And I was looking forward to that because I saw Baby Girl. I knew the synopsis.
I liked Baby Girl.
but I didn't know the synopsis of Urchin, right? So we go. Unfortunately, the screening didn't have a Q&A or anything like that. It was at a theater.
kind of underwhelming for that part.
It was at a theater way off from the path at the SCAD Art Museum in a very small theater. And this film was a slice of life. It was a slice of life.
I have no words.
And I will say, I think it was very underwhelming. No hate to you, Harris Dickinson, but I don't know.
Yo,
It was experimental.
Parts of it, I was like, yes, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And then the end just ruined all the progress we had just made and watched through and just made you hate the main character. And I was like, why would you do that?
as soon as we sat down, I was like, oh no, not again. I fell asleep. I missed the whole movie and I woke up at the end.
The one redeeming quality about this movie was the music. I love the music.
True. I still, okay, since you didn't watch the movie, I still don't get the comparison between the urchin and him.
There
Like
was an
the-
urchin?
Yes.
Wait, there was like one scene
They showed it so many times, like the actual sea urchin. You know what I'm
the
talking
way I
about?
only remember one scene with
No,
the
it was
urchin.
like 6 or 7 times. It kept on going. And it would just show it and it would just flash to it and it would just be like, the urchin doesn't move, so it would just be there. And I'm like, what am I looking
I
at?
didn't clock that more than once.
Yeah.
Did we really blacked out from this movie? Okay.
I wish I could have blacked out.
We blacked out, not just
we blacked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was like really deep into my sickness at this point. It was a battle.
Hello.
Hello.
And the difference is I like these movies, like we're saying, the slice of life, but it has to have a meaning, a purpose.
Right. And this felt like an empty slice of life.
Yes.
Empty slice.
Empty
Empty
slice.
slice.
Empty slice, do a solo.
Is that
So what am I missing here?
Yeah.
Do a solo?
No idea.
She's too online.
No
Say, I'm
idea.
very online.
Chronically online.
Sound off in the comments if you know that's sound off. Sound off. What is that? Sound off in the comments. What is this? Sound off. Anyway.
Anyways, we walk back to the red carpet. Who's on the
Yeah,
red
let's
carpet
just
that
skip.
evening?
Girl, we don't know.
We don't know.
We weren't there.
What we decided to do last minute, guess what was showing, guys? Frankenstein was premiering.
Yep.
So we got
So
in this,
good.
we
Oscar
didn't
Isaac.
The demand for this movie was high, okay? Mind you, this is a Netflix movie, so it was, if it had a theatrical release at all, it was very limited. So this was a very exclusive showing.
Yeah, I saw it got released in like September.
It's showing right now, though.
Definitely in select theaters,
Select
though.
theaters.
Select. So the emphasis for this film was high, the demand. And so we decided to go on the standby line for this. The standby line was very long. It was no rental family standby line.
Standby lines are supposed to open up like an hour before showtime. 2 hours before showtime, the standby line was wrapped around the building.
Fully wrapped around the building.
We were like, what y'all in line for?
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh, so, well,
I'm delusional, but not that delusional. Well,
mind you,
I
it was,
still stood
We
in
still
it.
stood in the line.
it was
Yeah.
freezing. The sun was
It was
down.
freezing.
Well, they were waiting in the line. I went to the red carpet and snapped a few photos. I saw Oscar Isaac, Tessa
Yes.
Thompson.
Sending hate.
We should have gone to Tessa Thompson's movie.
So while me and Hana are standing in the line, we just get to talking, right? And we're like,
Bye.
you know what we should do? We should start writing skits,
Yes.
right?
Like Instagram skits.
Because we're feeling
Instagram
we're feeling so inspired by the environment that we're around. And of course, like,
And I think on the Breaking Big, they talked a lot about make your own content
Yeah.
and, just put yourself out there.
yeah, specifically Tyreek Withers said that his agent, like, he was signed based off of an Instagram reel.
Yes.
So we were like, you know what we should start doing? We should start making like skits.
Yeah.
And so then I was just like, oh my gosh, we should make a film.
No, don't tell them what the skit is.
We should make it. Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, we can't tell
Oh,
you.
sorry, guys.
But she said we should make this skit. And we were like, okay, should we improv? Should we run it right now?
Yes.
Like improv it?
And that
And
was-
we just went for it. We were like rizzing.
Yes.
Like, yeah, we were going off and then we stopped and then we were like, what is wrong with us? Because why were we just doing all that?
Literally.
And the girl in front of us, she turns around, she goes, I'm so sorry. I just have to say something. I was listening to all that and that was like funny as hell.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, so it's working.
yeah.
It's working.
So we have
love
to get
that.
on that. We have to get on that immediately.
We'll be getting on that.
And so then while we're doing that, the writer and actor in Splitsville, Michelangelo Covino,
Yes.
he walks right past us. And Hannah's
No
like,
one turns ahead.
no one turns ahead.
Mind you, there was also no noise for them on the red carpet. They didn't even let them walk the full red carpet.
I think it's because Splitsville hadn't premiered yet.
okay.
There.
They were
So
screening that at the
they were
festival.
in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. So he walks by and I'm like, Kristen, I think is that Splitsville guy? And she looks and she's like,
Dude.
she's like, yes, I think it is. And then we're like, well, should we say something? Like, and then
By the time he was already gone and we still have to stand in this.
he went towards the Frankenstein premiere. So we're like, oh, he's getting in. He's getting in. Yeah.
And then
he came back again
he comes back around.
after Gabrielle gets back.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of like,
We're like,
this
excuse
is our
me,
second chance.
Excuse me.
So then Gabrielle's like, go. And we're
then we
like,
start
okay,
going.
we start running after
He's
him.
kind of a fast walker because we had to run after
We
him.
had to run
on a
after him.
mission.
And then I'm like, Kristen's like, so are we just gonna follow him? And I was like, yup.
We're following him down the street, guys.
Yes. And then she yells,
Kristen goes,
excuse me.
Excuse me.
And he
Silent.
immediately whips around. So he was waiting to be discovered. Like
Yeah.
I
Recognized.
kind of
We
get it.
discovered him.
It's like after a show when you come out and you're like,
Stage door.
yes, stage dooring.
I'm
He was
here.
like, yeah, he was ready. So we told him like, oh my God, we love Splitsville and just like all this stuff. He just him and his producer. Oh,
Yes.
and they looked very happy to be like,
Yes.
and very recognized.
I go to him. I said, the line, I reversed my vasectomy for you, that is gold. That is cinema. That is peak. And he's just like, thank you. And
He looked so embarrassed.
In the street, by
He
the
looked
way.
so embarrassed. He was like, oh, the line. Okay.
Oh,
yes.
don't say that. Oh.
Yeah. Because I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up.
I brought it up.
Oh,
And then we
Yes.
took a picture with him.
Yes.
We're big
we
fans.
Took a
What can
picture
we
with
say?
them. And it was just really cool because we like mentioned, because him and his friend, I don't know the friend's name, I'm sorry. They wrote Splitsville and they starred in it as the main actors. And they also wrote another film, I think before that went into the festival
They have their own
circuit.
production company.
Yes, they have their own production company. So we just said like, we've been working on a pilot and we're very inspired by you. And, we want to do what you're doing. Like, make our own projects and get them out there and get them in theaters, and
Yeah. And he goes, it's a lot easier than you think. And I'm like, really? And he goes, no. No.
yeah, he was like, no.
I was like, period.
Yeah.
Keep it
But
in
he
mind.
he told us, he was like, what's y'all's names? And he was like, I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. So it felt very like,
Yeah.
like we're right here.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
It's just like literally right there. We can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's so nice. Ah.
Yes.
shout out.
Shout out to us being the only ones who've seen Splitsville.
I know.
Period. Yeah.
Also,
else.
in that moment, we could have let nerves like get in our way of talking to him.
Yeah.
But no, chase these people down, guys.
Chase these
Yeah.
people down.
Chase these people
And don't be afraid to just go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I was afraid, I'm not going to lie. But he
Yeah.
was so nice.
These are just regular people, guys.
for real.
Just like us, we're regular people. If you see us in public, you know, like we're gonna keep it chill.
Just like if you want to
Yes.
talk to us, it's okay. Like you can come up to us. Don't be afraid.
don't be afraid. We're so friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was great.
We didn't get into Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. Long story short.
So everyone goes in for Frankenstein, and one of the employees comes out and says, "There's no standby line for tonight." And even a few people that had physical tickets came out and said there was no seating for us. Ooh, so that theater was full. But anyways, we end the night by going to get Thai food.
Oh, yes.
We walk into the restaurant and we're looking at the menu, and there's a man sitting at the table. He's like, "Go ahead and just sit down. They have everything.
Go ahead, sit
Just go
down.
ahead and sit down. You don't need to look at the menu.
We were like, okay.
Just go ahead and sit
Okay.
down.
Twist my arm.
Vote.
Just vote.
Just
Just vote.
Just vote.
That's it.
Just it." So we do that and we go home.
Yeah, we kind of
Cut.
got some early nights these nights, but it was needed. We took in a lot of information.
Because
It was needed. As you can see, I was pretty tired.
right, we were falling asleep in movies. Like, what were we
Yes.
gonna do? You know?
Right.
Cut to Friday. It's
Friday.
Halloween.
Friday.
And so our first stop on Friday was, what did you guys do? You were walking around shopping or
Oh,
something?
we went to Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our first stop
wearing those.
was
Okay.
Twinless.
Twinless.
The Lucas Theater.
With James,
Gaggiest movie I've ever seen.
No.
James Sweeney and Dylan O'Brien.
This movie was our favorite movie from the festival. For me personally, this is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10
I
movie.
had such a great time in this movie. And something I will say about Savannah is they love an audience reaction.
Yes.
The audiences of these movies were so vocal, and that makes a movie so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun when you're in a theater with movie lovers.
That's another reason
Yeah.
why the second time we watched him was good
Yes.
too. The audience reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It reminded me of, and all three of us have like been in LA for like a little short period of time, and the theaters there are so much more reactive because it's mostly creatives, and it
Yes.
reminded me of that, like such just a vocal audience, and
Yeah,
it makes it like you're part of something.
In LA, they clap anytime the Nicole Kidman
ad.
on.
You go, to
AMC ad.
you go to the Chinese theater in LA. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, you go to Cine in Athens. Sometimes you get a little
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah, people.
yeah.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
Let's
Being more-
normalize that.
Let's normalize being reactive in movies.
Now, we're not talking about like, don't be like in Hamilton and Wicked, don't be singing along. That's not
Right.
what we're talking about.
No,
We're talking
no.
about the clap, laugh.
Clap.
Warranted reactions.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we go to Twinless. This movie was amazing. I think the writing was great, and it was followed up with a Q&A with Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Now, the fan base for Dylan O'Brien showed out for
Yes.
this. This was
yes.
great. People were so excited to see him, as were we, of course.
Right.
And I really think his Q&A was my favorite. It was definitely the standout.
Yeah. Movie was so
this
good,
trip.
I didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, of course. I was awake the entire time. And so this movie had premiered at Sundance, and Dylan O'Brien had said that they were trying to get this movie made for 5 years, and they went
Yes.
through over 100 investors before they got a yes to make this movie. So James Sweeney, I believe, wrote the movie and starred in it, and maybe produced or something, or it maybe directed. I'm not sure.
He may have
I
directed.
think he did direct.
Which
Yeah.
is insane. Like,
Which is insane.
and what Dylan O'Brien was saying, that he has had this crazy career. He's been acting for 13 years. He's been in big things like the Maze Runner movies and Teen Wolf and things like that. But at this point in his career, he felt like it was something that he needed to do to take up a smaller movie like this. And I feel like it's a great way to get smaller movies out there, to have a big name
which is
in the
what Phil
movie.
did as well.
So
Yes, with
he,
Dakota Johnson.
yeah, and so he was really excited to advocate for this film, and of course, like, it brought people like us to go see that movie, and now we get to see a smaller movie
Right.
and appreciate everybody else involved that wasn't Dylan. But his Q&A was so insightful, and I'm a fan.
He was
Yeah.
also
I'm a
saying
fan.
a lot of investors told them that they didn't see a market. They didn't see how it would sell or how to sell it. So I'm like, it's such. That's back to what I was saying. It's a business, and no one's like art. The art is dying because of that.
And so the
Yes.
movie was about Dylan O'Brien and James Sweeney are presented as twins who had lost their twins.
People with
two separate twins.
Two separate twins.
They were people who had twins, but their twins had died, and they met at a twinless support group. But then the alternate of that is that it's Dylan O'Brien's brother and James Sweeney's character together in a relationship.
Yes. And so he kind of became like obsessed. And he was actually there when Dylan O'Brien's twin died. And he was low-key the cause.
Yes. The core of the movie is Dylan O'Brien and James Sweeney as friends, kind of after the fact of Dylan O'Brien's brother's death. And Dylan O'Brien said that that kind of dynamic, like two men, one of them being straight, one of them being gay, is not seen or represented in film. And so a lot of investors didn't like that or wanted to change it or just couldn't accept that. And it's like, why are we turning away these unique film ideas? And you would think that's such a simple concept, and yet it really hasn't been represented in film.
No.
I think movie studios need to start taking risks more.
Yeah.
Like get some original IP.
Yes.
Take a chance on these smaller films.
Like even the fact that it wasn't based on IP, Dylan said like people didn't want it because it wasn't based on anything.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just sad because it's like these are really great.
Wait.
Restart.
Keeping that in, by the way.
Yeah.
No, don't keep it in.
Really great.
Okay. But there's these like actually great quality. There's amazing quality stuff that's being written and produced that, aren't getting the stage that these like big movies, like not to bash him or something, but like that got such a big platform and such a big theatrical release versus Twinless. I don't think I've seen it on any theater pages.
Twinless really didn't, and it was another select theater type thing. And if it was in big theaters like AMC,
But that's the type of movie that should be in a big theater.
Yeah.
yes,
And I barely saw any marketing for Twinless.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have known it existed unless y'all told me.
and I wanted to go see Twinless before the film festival, but it really wasn't available near me. Like it was in select theaters. Yeah.
And that brings up a point because like you said about bringing big names onto independent films to get them more seen and more out there to fans and stuff and to audience members is really important. And I feel like I used to feel kind of like iffy about that, of like these big name A-listers taking independent projects away from, actors like us who can't get the big name films. But it's like at the same time, you want these smaller films to get a bigger platform. So you have to do that, and I don't feel any way about it. I'm actually like, oh, I'm so glad he did that and wanted to help out with financing and everything. And
And who's to say that having a big name will take away from the other talent that's in a film? You can have a big name like Tyreek Withers, you can
Marlon
have
Wayans.
Marlon Wayans, yeah.
that's someone that Tyreek Withers is working with. Like they work together. And so
I feel like if Marlon Wayans wasn't in that film, it wouldn't have got
right.
Yeah.
Not only does that bring in his fans,
and Jordan Peele,
had been Jordan Peele's name on it. Yeah.
but then it now gives exposure to Tyreek. And that was what was happening with all of the actors on the Breaking Big panel too. Like Julia Butters working with Lindsay Lohan,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Something to think about.
Yeah, so I think it is really important for, honestly, independent cinema is coming back.
Yeah.
And I think that these, A-listers need to take that pay cut and join
Ditch that
in.
ego.
Ditch that ego, but also don't take every single role. Like leave some. No, I'm kidding. But I do think it's important, which is interesting for us all as up and coming filmmakers and writers for our stuff, just to think about how to get it out there and how to get it seen.
So after Twinless, we go back to the hotel and change into our Halloween costumes.
Yes.
Kristen and I work Linda and Alphaba. I mean, what other costume would we be?
I don't know. Holding space from all the way over here, though.
Holding space.
Yes.
And
I
what
wish
were you?
Go from Kim Possible. Yes.
And we head out to our final screening of the festival, which was an HBO Spotlight. Now, I was so excited for this. I had seen it on the schedule, and I was like, we have to get into this. So we were lucky enough to get tickets last minute. It was a spotlight of the second episode of Welcome to Derry and the first two episodes of I Love LA. Now,
It was a advanced screening.
Advanced
too,
screening might
before any episodes had dropped.
These episodes had not been out. So that was so special. In a Q&A with crew and cast from both of the shows. So we get to the theater, we watch It, Welcome to Derry, and then we get to I Love LA. Now we kind of want to get into more of the I Love LA of it all.
Yes.
Because we really enjoy just the format and the creation of this show, especially with your guys' pilot. Us being young, in our 20s, having been to LA, thinking about working in LA. This really was ringing true for us.
Yes.
So we got to see the first 2 episodes.
We were like, that's going to be us.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a lot of not controversy, but debate on this show and just how people are perceiving it. But I think something that
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
people are online are saying, where was the exposition?
I've seen it, yeah. She's seen it.
And I think another thing that I want to note is we had a lot of great conversations just like on our 4-hour drive there or throughout the festival. And a lot of the things that we were talking about were being reiterated either by the cast or the crew in the Q&As. So it was really interesting to see how like tapped in we are to these conversations. And it's reassuring that these are the same things that they're thinking about.
We're not going crazy.
Yes.
Right.
For example, just the fact that they showed the first 2 episodes, which was 30 minutes and 30 minutes. I feel like an hour is what's needed to really get the full scope of a show. Like, especially if it's a comedy, it's 30 minutes. It's hard to put a lot into 30 minutes to build the world.
Right.
The world.
The world.
The Bronx?
The world.
The world.
The world. So,
What is happening?
guys, what did we think of these episodes?
The first one I think the second one was better than the first, which
I agree.
hasn't dropped.
I agree.
Well, it probably will have
It will
dropped.
be by the time this is out.
Yes. But yeah, the first episode, I mean, it was setting up the characters, like setting up
It was
the
setting the scene.
situation, setting the scene. The second episode started to get into more interesting dynamics, but it gave us honestly a lot of great ideas for our pilot in character dynamics and like what's interesting to watch as an audience member, I think, which was great.
So something that I found was very interesting was the fact that Rachel Sennott was like, she pitched 2 pilot episodes to HBO, and they were like, "No, we want to tell us about your life."
Yeah.
And then she gets to talking, and then they're like, "Oh, we love that. Oh my gosh, yeah, we like that. We like that.
We want to write a show about your life.
Your experience."
Yeah.
And it just, I'm sure what she wanted to write was true to her, but wasn't it like a girl who talks to ATMs?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's true to her, but it's not like authentic and about like the human experience and what people think. And it's not real. You know what I mean? People aren't real. Like I felt there's a lot of stuff in I Love LA, a lot of things that were said that I'm like, oh, that's an inside thought. But I'm so glad you said that out loud.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just love seeing that realness brought to it. And it also gave us just more ammo for our pilot. Just being real and showing the character flaws. And also I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Rachel Sennott
big on flaws.
wrote Odessa's character on how she lived her life in her early 20s. And Rachel Sennett's character is more how Rachel lived her life in late 20s.
Late 20s. Late 20s, approaching 30.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
Yeah, and she just showed all her flaws and she showed that she wasn't perfect. And I think that's what we had a problem with writing our pilot. We wanted to be like these perfect people.
We were literally writing like fake versions of ourselves that are people pleasers.
Agreeable, people pleasing people. We're not that. We have so many flaws, guys. Like, and it's just not relatable. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Yeah.
And I think that it also showed me, like, I had seen Rachel Sennott in Bottoms and I was kind of like not sold on her, to be honest. And after seeing the pilot and seeing how she was in real life, I was like, she knows how to write herself and to make it entertaining and great. And I was like, that's important because like it's honestly the hardest to write yourself.
Yeah.
And it's the hardest to write something that's real and that's relatable to people. And I was like, she knows how to do that. So I can see why she's gone so far.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we didn't mention it, but those who showed up to the Q&A, it was Rachel Sennott, Odessa. And True Whitaker.
True Whitaker.
They were all so amazing. And it was so great to hear from them. And like we've been talking about, just their process of number one, getting to the point where you can pitch a show to HBO, and then also just making the show. Like, they were so insightful about kind of how they don't want to date certain things in the show,
Yes.
with their fashion and things like that, or just the phrases that they use.
I loved what they talked about, like kind of like cast bonding and stuff like
Cast
that.
bonding.
and
Yes.
just becoming so comfortable with each other and being
Yeah.
able to like riff off each other, improv. Because they said they did a lot of improv, which we love because we want
Yeah.
that in our pilot for sure because it's super authentic. But yeah, there was a lot of things they were saying that I was like, we were all sitting there like,
Taking notes. We need to do this.
no,
Yeah.
that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I was gonna say we were all sitting there like we don't get it because we weren't there because there was a lot.
Right.
They had a lot of inside jokes and it was just like,
We just like, huh.
Yes.
literally.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think overall,
Yes.
to see Rachel Sennott kind of just do the thing, like, it is very inspiring. And like, I could totally see us doing something like that one day. And especially you guys with
100%.
your pilot. I'm just there to support as a DP, period.
You're a support, girl. You're filming the thing.
I'm filming the thing.
Girl.
Not
Yeah.
supporting.
DP is so
Yeah.
important. So
She
important.
is
I'll manage
the
you
pilot.
guys too. What network do you guys want to put your pilot on?
Hulu.
Hulu, we've
Hulu.
decided.
Hulu.
HBO is a little too much for us. We're not gonna lie.
That's kind of giving like the second or third show that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Give it closer to 30. Yeah.
But her pilot being on HBO did make us think about what genre do you want your project to be on? Or not genre. Platform.
Platform.
What platform do you want your project to be on? And it made us think about, okay, what platform do we want our project on? And how can we make that more catered to that platform? So when we get the chance to pitch it, we can.
Because I was also comparing shows like Adults, Overcompensating. I haven't seen it, but Girls on HBO or Insecure on HBO ?
Yeah.
Overcompensating's on Prime. Adults is on Hulu. So it's like, okay, what's kind of the gauge for that? But something to think about.
Yeah. Compare that
Yeah.
to The Bear, Abbott Elementary.
Yeah,
Stuff
that
like
kind of
that
thing.
more fits
Yeah.
our vibe and the vibe we want to get to.
Ensemble.
So, yeah.
Ensemble.
Yes.
comedy.
Ensemble. Yeah.
Not to drop too much.
Oh yeah,
No
we're not
spoilers.
spilling the plot yet.
Spill that
But-
plot.
Yeah, so I Live LA and that whole experience was amazing.
We had great seats for that one.
We did.
We had great seats. We thought that Rachel Sennott and the cast was going to sit directly in front of us, but they ended up not.
The cast of Welcome to Derry sat like,
In front of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. I will say we saw Dylan O'Brien sneak in for the
did.
for the
Last
I
minute
Love
he said,
LA.
For I Love LA.
As soon as the lights went down, he went and
Yeah.
snuck into his little seat. I was like,
Yeah.
"It's Dylan O'Brien!"
Yep.
And I got really excited. I was kind of yelling, "It's Dylan
Get him.
O'Brien!" It's Dylan O'Brien.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell this story? Me and Kristen had to go to the bathroom between the two pilots.
Stop.
And we're walking out of the theater.
Guys,
And-
wait, can I just say something? So, wait, go ahead.
Okay. So we had to like kind of sneak past a couple of people that were already sitting down. You know how it is. Like, excuse me. So annoying. But so she would go past this one girl and she like kind of just turns her legs in and Kristen steps. And I guess Kristen accidentally stepped on her foot. No. She was so dramatic. She grazed her foot.
No.
And the girl goes, ooh. And then and Kristen was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she goes, and I was just like, and then I just had to stop myself from laughing until we got to the bathroom because I was just like, what was that?
I go in the bathroom. I'm like, I should step on her foot again if she wants to be that dramatic.
Yeah, Kristen was like, I'm gonna get the other foot on the way
I'm gonna
back.
get the other foot.
No.
People who were so dramatic with their
That's
reaction.
who I am at my core. So why would I try to be a people pleaser why would I write
Yeah.
myself?
So why was she trying to write herself in a different
Right.
fashion?
I should step on the other foot. I should get the other one.
Yeah. It was so funny. But anyways,
Okay.
yes.
Well,
So what were just
Big
our
takeaways.
Takeaways, yeah.
yeah, from the Savannah Film Festival. My big takeaway is if you're into film in any capacity, do more film related things, go to more film related events.
Yes.
You will meet interesting people. You will be inspired by what you're watching. Also, surround yourself with people that are in the same realm as you. If they want to be creatives and you want to be a creative, spend some time with them. Hanging out with you guys is such a great reminder that like I need to be more working on more projects. What are your guys' takeaways?
So I'm Pakistani, and you know, for South Asians, it's like not very common to go into the film industry in America, especially when you come from, you know, I'm first generation. So like your family moving over here, it's kind of like you have to live this American dream of like these careers that are gonna give you a lot of money. And a lot of the times I feel like sometimes I'm like, did I do the wrong thing? Is film so out of reach? Is acting so out of reach? But it's going to things like the SCAD Film Festival that make me be like, okay, we are in this room where it happens. We are just one step away from making it onto that. Like me and Kristen kept saying, like, we're going to be on that Breaking Big panel. Like, you know, like we are just, for someone who comes from a culture where it's not normalized and you can feel like this is a career that, you know, nobody in your family has ever pursued, or it's so out of reach. It's just a nice reminder to go to things like this and just see that you're not that far out of reach. You just have to, like, everybody's going to find their own path and make things happen for yourself, which is why we're writing a pilot.
I know I talk about this a lot, but it's just so easy to, like, all the rejections that you get. It's so easy to get down and just lose hope. So events like these just make me realize, like, oh, all these successful people that we see, they've been told no 1,000 times. They've been in the same spot that we're in. I was telling Gabrielle, like, before we even started filming this, I was like, we're just in our early 20s. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
Rachel Sennott is 30.
Exactly. To do amazing things, enjoy the journey, like it, and do things like this to just educate yourself, get out of there, and just remind yourself why you want to do this in the first place.
Yes. It is. I feel like you're always at those things reminded, oh, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. If you isolate yourself and you're not going to events like this, or you're not watching movies at the very least, it's so easy to lose sight of it. Like, and maybe you'll even think to yourself, like, why am I doing this? But when you're around people who care as much as you do, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And don't sleep on the smaller festivals. The SCAD Film Festival may not be
not small.
It may not be a Sundance. It may not be a Cannes, but it was a great festival.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fun, and there was actually a lot to do. So find your local film festival and attend. Yeah, attend.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when people are always like, oh, have you ever seen any celebrities? Like, and you're like, no. I feel like now we've seen
we have
so many, like, actually, which is kind of crazy.
The fact that they pulled off a lot of the films that they did at this festival, I'm honestly impressed.
Yeah.
Like, how did they manage to get all these people? I don't know.
No.
But good for them.
But I can't wait to go one day and be a guest.
Yes. SCAD Film Festival. We'll be waiting for our invite in a few years.
Not a guest,
Panelist.
like a special guest.
Special
guest. Special guest.
Yes. Hopefully they'll be screening our pilot.
Exactly.
Period. Just like I Love LA. Yeah. And we'll be on the panel.
But I just got hit with like a wave of like, I needed this. Yeah.
Girl, who's gonna be
We
okay?
needed this.
Like, I just made eye contact with Gabrielle. I was like, it was such a like Ariana and Cynthia moment.
Aw.
But anyways, whatever. The world.
The world.
What are we gonna conquer? The world. Anyways, the Bronx.
The Bronx?
So can you debrief me on that?
Yeah. So right now there's like this video going around of La Roche. You know who La Roche is?
La Roche-Posay?
Zendaya stylist.
Zendaya stylist who he's recently styled Ariana for the Wicked press tour.
Okay, period.
There's a video.
You've seen him. You've seen him.
He's doing this interview with this lady and she goes, we're from the same place. She goes, the Bronx?
The world.
The world.
Law Roach meant because they're both queer and in ballroom culture.
Okay, yeah.
She didn't want that being brought up, so she goes, the Bronx? It's just trying to like correct him. Like you don't want to say that right now.
Right,
Victoria's Secret fashion show. And
Victoria's
then
Secret doesn't like the
catches on,
gays.
and he goes, the world.
The world.
The world. Is that what you posted about, like, when somebody asked my ethnicity?
The world.
The world.
And so if you think about it, that kind of conversation, it just applies to everything.
The world.
When there's a misunderstanding, the Bronx, the world.
The world.
The world. Well, and with that, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. And thank you, Hana, for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me. I listen every week.
Hana, how can we stay in the loop with you,
when
Hana?
you're a devout fan, you get on the pod.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
This could be you.
Should I plug?
Yeah, plug. Hana, where can we find you? How can we keep up with what you've got going on?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's at Hana Soomro.
Period.
You're not gonna know how to spell it. That's
We're
okay.
gonna tag her and
we're gonna link it down below. Don't worry.
Link me down below. I post a lot of my stuff there, and you can find my other links through my bio.
Nice.
Yes.
And how do we keep up with us, Kristen? Well, You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon, and iHeart with video podcasts on Spotify and YouTube. So stay tuned in.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you guys. All right. Bye.